Hi, my name is Richard Chet, and welcome to the Ashtabula Valley Railway. Through a friend of mine, it's been brought to my attention that it's been a while since my last layout update video. So I went back through my archives of files and I viewed that video just to see how far the layout had actually progressed since then. And I realized that, yeah, it's been a while. That last video was done in March of 2016, which was almost a year ago. So even though I've been periodically posting some pictures of the progress of my layout, this video is definitely long overdue. So just as a refresher, here are a few pictures that will give you an idea of what the layout looked like back then. Take a look.
As you can see, the layout was basically just raw plywood with only the track, accessories, and wiring installed. None of the scenery had even been started yet. But obviously since then I've done an awful lot of work on the scenery. About 95% of the plaster and foam board for the terrain has been completed, and a base coat of paint has been applied. And much of the ground cover has been done as well. But I still have an awful lot left to do.
Here is a closer look at some of the areas of the layout and how they have progressed over the past year.
Here is what the main yard area used to look like. As you can see, I've got the plaster work done on around for the terrain on there, and none of the ballast has been done. The rails have been painted, and that's about it. Exactly 1 week later, here's what it looks like now. As you can see here, basically only the track and the accessories have been installed and wired up. Since then, I've added a road, I've added ground cover, shrubbery, some trees, and even some lamp posts at each of the platforms. This area of the layout has not seen much change. It has undergone some changes, but not by very much. I'm looking forward to seeing what the results of this area would turn out to look like. This is the area of the removable bridge and how it looked like before. If you'd like to see a video of how I constructed this bridge, you can always go to my YouTube channel. Here is how the bridge looks today. This is what I call the secondary yard of my layout, where I have several other post-war accessories installed. There has been quite a bit of work that's been done in this area, but there's still plenty more work to be done to finish this scene. In the last layout update video, here is what this corner of the layout used to look like. Since then, I've glued down 2-inch thick foam board around the controls to create a border. I then made a cap for it that was not glued in place so that it could be removed to gain access to the accessory controls below. Once this was accomplished, I was able to shape the foam board and then painted it a base color. Here is what this corner looks like today. This project took a while to gather the scenery materials, the figures, and to figure out how I wanted to install a smoke unit under the campfire to create a Boy Scout camp. The campfire is lit up using a campfire kit of LEDs that I had purchased online. The smoke unit came from an old locomotive. I've never really done any scenery before, but I think the results of my efforts to this scene came out looking pretty nice.
Like I said before, I still have an awful lot yet to do. There's a lot more ground cover that needs to be done. There's a whole forest of trees that need to be made up. And one area in particular that will definitely take some time to do is the city park area where there's also a pond.
This area of the layout will be a city park with the pond. Visitors to the park can either travel by car from town, and more distant visitors can arrive by train. Some of the features that I plan to add to this scene are a pavilion where visitors can enjoy a picnic lunch, and there will be visitors that will be enjoying the day out on the pond in a rowboat or on a paddle boat. Others may come just to bask in the sun and work on their tan or possibly go swimming. There will be those that will just want to enjoy the sunshine by being out in Mother Nature and waxing and polishing their new car or showing off their custom cars. There will also be a shelter to help protect an old restored caboose that's on display from the elements. And there will be those visitors that will have, well, a little more romantic notions in mind.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and seeing the updates that I've done. I know that I've learned a lot from other modelers and some of their tips and tricks that they have shared with the rest of the group. Perhaps some of what you've just seen here in this video might be of some inspiration for you and your layout. Thanks for watching, and happy railroading.